this video, we'll go over the basics of UD Voice's Webfax and how to log in, install the print driver, and several other options within the system. First, you'll either need to go to unbounddigital.net or you can go to fax.unbounddigital.net to get to our login for our Webfax. If you're at our website, you just go to Customer Portal, UD Voice Fax Login, and that'll take you straight to the website to log in. You'll type in your Webfax phone number and the password that we have assigned you, and just click Login. Now that you have logged in, you'll be at the main screen to where you can see all the options and see your incoming faxes. So here we have a test fax that we've sent ourselves. This test fax will show you the date and time that the fax was received. It'll show you the phone number it was received from, how many pages, and then have the ability to view the fax. Most of the time, if you want to view the fax from here, you can click the PDF button and open the file with Adobe Acrobat, and you can see the test fax. When you're back at the main screen, we have some other options across the top, such as Saved Upload, Send Fax, or Send Fax Log. The Saved and Upload file section is if you want to save the faxes from the main screen to keep them for future use, you can save them when they come to here. The next section is the Send a Fax section. You can also send a fax from the Fax Upload tool, which acts as a printer on your PC, or if you want to log into any web browser device, you can send a fax from here. If you're sending a lot of faxes, we highly suggest that you use the Fax Upload tool, as it makes it a lot easier. But to send a fax from the web portal, you can basically upload any kind of document, Word document, PDF, JPEG, any kind of file like that, and it'll actually convert that into a fax and send it. So the first thing you'd have to do is hit the Browse button and just go find some sort of file that you want to upload and send. If you wish to send multiple documents at once in one fax, you can click the Add a File button and add more files to browse and add them. At this time, we're just going to send this one. So then you can either email this or fax number. And if you want to just type in any fax number, you can type in any fax number that you wish to send this to. You can type in your sender's info, your name, phone number, company as a cover sheet. Of course, the recipient info, attention to, subject and body. Do you want a cover sheet included? Yes or no? And then, do you want to add a footer? And also, do you want to save a copy of this fax in your sent items folder? Then click send and it will process and send the fax. You will want to stay on this page until it completes the process and refreshes the page, as it'll be converting all the files and then sending it. Next is the Sent Fax Log. This is the area where you can see all the faxes are sent, where they're delivered, there's no answer, or some reason that it was unable to deliver due to, fax machine or something already busy or something at the time. This way you can go back and verify that the faxes have been sent. The next section of Webfax is Settings. Here you can change your PIN number on the first screen. We assign you a default PIN number, but you can feel free to change that to something else that you can remember yourself. You can always have this PIN number reset if you cannot remember it by contacting Unbound Digital. The next section is Notification. Here you can actually set up a notification to email any number of email addresses with an attached PDF file so that you don't have to log into this web portal. This way, the email will come to you with the PDF file attached. You can view the fax, download it, save it, and you can also send it to multiple people's emails this way. So all you have to do is turn on email notification, enter the email addresses separated with a semicolon that you'd wish to receive it to. If you want to get a text message notification, you can drop down this box and choose your cellular carrier, and they'll text message you when you have a fax. If you wish to be notified that way, you cannot see the fax at that point. You'd have to log into the portal. At the bottom, you can choose how you wish to receive the fax display format. So typically, most people will do attach fax as PDF. That way, you'll have the fax in your email readily just to open. And you have the option to keep a copy of the fax in your fax box or do not. So that'll keep it in your inbox on the web portal if you say keep, and it will not if you say do not keep it. Also, if you have compliance, sometimes it makes it easier to not attach the PDF to keep PHI in check, and basically include a link. That way you still have to click the link. It'll take you to the Webfax portal. Once you do receive the email, click that link and log in. That way the PDF is not attached and you're not exposing any PHI information that way. At the bottom, you can choose what kind of notifications that you wish to receive. So this is the type of things they'll email to you. So new fax, sent fax delivery, or sent fax failure. You can check those however you wish. And the last option in settings is call history. So you can actually download a list of your call history for each prior month and see how many faxes and was delivered and success and all that stuff. The next section is tools. So if you click on tools on the left, you can actually download the tools in order to see the different types of faxes. There's a TIFF plugin to where you can actually see the TIFF formatted faxes. Most people don't use that. They actually just use Adobe Reader. Most people already have that installed by default, and you shouldn't have to worry about installing this. But if you do need it, you can click this link and install Adobe Reader to see the PDF faxes. Also, there's the fax upload tool. This is the tool I talked about earlier that you can install on your computer, which will allow you to actually send faxes with a printer on your computer. It creates a virtual printer that you can send the faxes straight from your computer itself with this fax upload tool. So you can download the fax upload tool within the web portal itself, or if you go back to our website under customer portal and UD voice fax tool, you can download it here as well. Now we'll show you how to actually set up and install the fax upload tool on a PC. Basically, if you go to our website, unbounddigital.net, go to customer portal, you can go to UD voice fax download tool, click the link. It'll start downloading the file as soon as you hit save file. On Firefox, it'll be at the top. On Chrome, it will show up at the bottom. So in this case, we're using Firefox. You can click the download tool to see the downloads, and you'll see it says fax upload setup. We'll just click that to run it. On Windows, you'll have to give it elevated privileges, so just say yes. And then it'll ask you, do you want to install this version of the fax upload tool? Just say yes, and it'll go through the setup on the screen. And as you go through the setup, it's pretty easy. Just click next and just pretty much accept defaults, and it'll continue going. And then you can enter your fax number that was assigned to you for your web fax. And just click next and finish. And it'll finish copying the files and installing the print drivers. As it installs the print drivers, we'll show you in just a second, it'll actually show up as a printer on your computer. So anything that you can print from, you'll be able to send a fax from. Now that the fax upload tool has installed successfully, all you have to do is click OK. And it suggests that you reboot your computer once this is done. Now you can see the upload new fax tool that's actually installed as a printer inside your printer's inside control panel. Now let me show you how to use it. We'll come over to Word. This could be actually any program that you can print from. And I've just typed out test fax here. So if I wanted to send this page as a fax from my computer without logging into the web portal, all I have to do is just go to File and Print. Then this drop down box here, instead of choosing your normal printer that you'd print to in your office, you just drop this down and choose Upload Fax, New Fax. It'll show you the preview and you can hit Print. Once you do this, it'll pop up the Upload Fax Tool dialog box here, and you can actually send this as a fax by just typing in the phone number here. And hitting send. If you want to, you can come over to log and it'll show you where your log files are. Cover sheet, you can fill this out and have a cover sheet for each time that you send a fax, so you don't have to keep filling it out over and over again. And of course, about just shows you about this tool, and you can check for updates for newer versions. But that's really all you have to do. If you want to send this to multiple fax numbers at a time, you can come back to the main screen and go down and type in more fax numbers. And once that's all done, it'll send your fax, and you'll receive an email notification if you check the box to send it on delivery. And also the fax tool itself will pop up and say fax file uploaded successfully, so you know it's been sent.